Today, I want to show you how easy and important it is to create a budget for your restaurant. Hey everybody, Ryan Gromfin here, author, speaker, chef, restaurateur, the founder of therestaurantboss.com as well as restaurantprofitandperformance.com. And like I said earlier, today I want to show you how easy it is and important it is to create and have an operating budget in your restaurant. Without a budget, imagine shooting a rifle into just a barrel, a stack of hay. Yeah, it's fun. You just fire the trigger and you see a little piece of hay go off, but that's a hobby. If you want to get improvement, if you want to become a great hunter and you have to be able to hit a target, then you need to put a target out on that hay. And you know when you fire your rifle, you'll know if you're low or if you're high or if you're left or if you're right. In your restaurant, it's kind of the same thing. If you're not measuring stuff and if you're not measuring against a target, against a budget, then you're just kind of treating it like a hobby. Let's be honest here. It's something that you're doing for fun, but you're not taking it serious. You're not digging into this as a business, because if you were, then you would know what your target is, and then you would know, are you on track or are you off track of that target? You know, I play a lot of golf, and the more I've been playing over the last year or so, my game hasn't been improving. And about 6 months ago, I started playing golf with a guy at our club who is a very good golfer. He actually almost turned pro. And a couple months ago, I said to him, I said, you know, my game's just not getting any better. And he says, I know. And I said, what do you mean you know? He goes, well, anytime I ask you questions about your game, like how many putts you make from a certain distance or your shot percentage from a certain distance or how close to the pin from a certain distance, he's like, you're kind of guessing, you don't know. He's like, you got to keep track of your stats. Once you know your stats, then you have to set a goal for every round of golf. And when you play that round of golf, you have to review your stats against your goal, either on a daily, weekly, monthly basis, whatever it is. Then you know if you're improving. And if you're not improving in a certain category, then you know you have to work on that and spend some extra time in that category. Well, I started keeping track of a few key stats, and my game started getting a lot better. Just the effort of keeping track. So let's go inside my computer and let me show you how easy it is to create a budget and what that information is going to mean to the profitability of your restaurant. All right, now I just quickly want to show you how simple it is to create a budget in your restaurant. If all you're going to do is track your food costs and your labor costs just that simply, then literally on a piece of paper, write down what you're going to do in sales for the month and then what your target cost of goods sold is in each category. So let's say you're going to do $100,000 in sales next month and you want to have a 30% food cost and a 30% labor cost. Well, then 30% of $100,000 is $30,000. So for your food cost, you can't spend more than $30,000 on food or you're going to miss your food costs. So just track your food purchases as you go throughout the month and make sure that you don't spend more than 30. Same thing for labor. When you create your schedules, use some kind of a costed schedule to make sure that you don't go more than $30,000, and then you're going to stay on budget, you're going to hit your prime costs, and everything's going to be great. But for most of you, you don't really have an easy and efficient way to do that. It's great to just write down the numbers on a piece of paper, but there's no way for you to really track your purchases and track your labor. So I want to quickly show you in the software that I've created here how you could really easily create this budget. You just put in your target sales for the month. So let's say it's $50,000. And let's say that food represents 50% of your sales and you have a target food cost of 28%. Let's say that draft beer represents 10% of your sales and draft beer has a target cost of goods sold of 18%. Bottle beer, let's just use easy numbers, represents 10%, and you have a cost of goods sold of 24%. Let's say that wine, 10% again, and you have a cost of goods sold on wine of 33%, and then liquor represents that last 20% of sales with a pour cost, the liquor cost of, let's just say 19% is your target. Well, now you can see your total cost of goods sold is going to be approximately 25% if you hit these numbers. And now what we can do is once we save this budget, now we can come over here to this dashboard. And then as we enter in sales and purchases on a daily basis, this is going to tell us how we're doing on our target in each category. It's going to actually give us a bunch of different reports here so we can see how we're doing. Again, the purpose of this video is just to kind of express to you, one, how important a budget is, and two, let you know that if you've wanted to create a budget but you haven't really had the right tools or you just haven't quite figured out how to do it, that we have a tool available. If you're interested in taking a look at this software a little further, somewhere below this video or on this video, there'll be a button that you can click to learn more about it. I hope that this was helpful for you. Have a wonderful day. Hey everybody, Ryan here. I really hope you enjoyed that video. Would you mind doing me 3 really quick favors? First, would you like this video? Wherever you're watching it, there'll be a button for you to go ahead and click and like the video and then leave a comment somewhere so I could answer your questions. 2, would you go ahead and subscribe to this channel? That way I can continually deliver you the newest updates every time I release a video. And then 3, I'd like to give you something. If you're the kind of person who really wants to get ahead in life faster, I have a 90-day planner here that I'd like to give you. I use this planner every day in my business, and actually I think this is one of the reasons why I'm able to get as much done as quickly and as efficiently as I'm able to. See, every year when I sit down to plan out my year, I sit down and I do 4 of these 90-day planners because I believe that we can't get as much done in a month as we think we can, but we can get a lot more done in 3 months than we think we can. And so I've developed a system, I call it my 90-day planner system, where you can achieve just about any goal you want in 90 days if you follow this. And I'd like to give it to you completely free. Like I say, this is on my desk every single day and I use it in my business and I teach my clients how to use it. And I'd like for you to have it for free. All you have to do is head over to therestaurantboss.com/goal, Goal. Again, that's therestaurantboss.com/goal. And then just give me your first name and email address and I'll send this right over to you, all 4 pages. Until the next time I see you, go out every day and improve the lives of your customers, your employees, your vendors, and of course, your family.